Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a new Cardfight Vanguard video for you guys today. And today we are going to be messing with Harri. So if you guys missed it, my Vanguard stream was moved to Wednesday this week because of stuff that happened on Tuesday. We played with Night Rose and we played with Harri almost the entire stream, only veering very slightly. And after all the playtesting, this is the build we came up with. I'll show you guys real quick the Night Rose build because we did change up Night Rose 2. So if you saw my last Night Rose video, this is what we came up with after. Turned out I was missing some of Night Rose's support, which was mainly this guy. And then Night Rose also has their own version of Philander, but this is just Philander's just better. But that's that build in case you guys want to try that one out. It plays really well. Between the two decks, I would honestly say Night Rose is probably better, but Harri does have some cool tricks, and I'm hopefully gonna show you guys some of that in this video today. So if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's jump in and talk about the deck. So first off, we got our ride line. I haven't covered Harri's support, so I'm going to run through it real quick. Happiness Collector is our basic starter. Again, like all the other Stride decks, I assume that you have to play their ride line. So we're not veering away from that at all. Happiness Collector is our starter, basic starter. You want second, draw a card. This deck as a Stride deck definitely wants to go second, and you can feel it. Moonlit Melody Tamer Betty. It's our grade 1, it gets us our Harri crest and gives us a draw. Card Dealer Jacqueline. When this unit is wrote upon by a grade 3 card with Harri in its name, Soul Blast 1, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose 2 normal units without Sentinel. From among them, reveal them. Choose one of the revealed cards, put it into your hand, and put the rest into your soul. It's literally the exact same as the Night Rose grade 2. The only difference is, go soul instead of the drop. And if you call it from the soul, it gains 5k. So there's obviously a lot better beaters, but if you need it, there it is. Math Magician Harri. Generation Break 2, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, choose up to 1 card from your soul, call it to rearguard, and until the end of that turn, that unit gets power plus 3000. So that effect is not good, and we're probably never going to use it. If you have to use that effect, you're probably in a really bad spot. Basically, Generation Break 2 means you have to have 2 cards face up in your G zone, and you have to be attacking with this card, so it basically is for a turn that you couldn't stride. It lets you call it a dude to get an extra attack. It's okay. It's just, you don't want to use it. Second skill, Magia. When your G unit strides during your turn, counterblast 1, soul charge 1, choose a card, 1 card from your soul, call it to rearguard, and this unit gets 5000 power to the end of that turn. At the end of that turn, put the unit called back into your soul. So it calls out a dude, gives it a little bit of power, sends it back. That's good because of what the crest does. So the crest makes Harri's base power 13, just like every other crest. Your front row gains 5k for every face-up card in the G zone. Its third effect is, if at the end of your turn you put at least 2 cards into your soul, you get to draw a free card. It's nice because a lot of Magia sends all your cards back to soul, so it plays really well into that. We went with one of the other Pale Moon cards that came out with Lukier, which is this one, which is Applause Dragon. So if you have a Vanguard with only Pale Moon, this card is only Pale Moon. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if you have a Vanguard Pale Moon for its clan, choose a card from your drop, put it into your soul. This is a great card to get back cards from your drop into your soul. It's also free. We did try a different card, and in some cases I like the other card better, and I'll explain to you why in a second, but we're gonna finish this one off. During your turn, if your unit was placed on the rearguard from the soul, this unit gets 5000 power. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, it gets 10,000 power instead of 5,000 power. So you're always gonna be playing a card from soul. So it's always gonna get that 10,000 power. That's why it's nice. The other card we were playing, if you guys want to try it, was, hold on, this guy. Soul Funeral Dragon Nocturzio. When this unit is placed on rearguard or put in Guardian Circle, choose up to 1 grade 4 card from your hand, reveal it, and if you reveal a card or your Vanguard's grade 4, perform one of the following. You basically can't use the Guardian Circle skill, but counterblast 1, draw a card, choose 2 cards from your drop, put them into your soul. So basically you can get 2 cards instead of 1. The only difference is this costs a counterblast. This deck has no counter charge, so it's up to you if you want to run that, because its third skill is also really good. When this card is discarded from hand while riding to a grade 3 from the ride deck or paying the cost for stride, you get to draw an additional card. So a lot of these cards have ways to get you back cards. Obviously we have Harri. We're running extra copies of Harri just to be able to use our Harri stride, because the Harri stride requires you to discard Harri to be able to stride into it. Flying Manicore is the best card in the deck. As you guys notice, we're using a lot of generic support and not a lot of Harri's dedicated support, because Harri's dedicated support is kind of bad. If you guys want me to talk about the individual cards, I can, but right now I'm just talking about the build. But we went through all his support, and most of his support is just not worth it. Darkstace just has better generic support. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Harri in its card name, this unit gets the following: Magia, Auto, Rearguard, Generation Break 1. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked. If you do not call a unit from your soul during the battle phase this turn, counterblast 1, put this unit into the soul, choose up to 1 card with a different card name from your soul, call it to Rearguard. At the end of the turn, put the card called into the soul. This card is awesome. So on your first stride, this is a 4 attack turn. On your second stride, this can make it a 6 attack turn. This card is bomb. You always want to see at least one of these. When this card is discarded from hand while paying the cost of stride, draw a card. So again, solid card. Falcracia. Falcracia is in here for 2 reasons. A, she's a big beat stick. Harri does have his own dedicated beat stick. It's just not good. It's not great. Which this one, at the end of the battle, you can put it into the soul, and then Generation Break 1, when you call from the soul, it gains 10k. And if you have 2 or more face-up cards in the G zone, it gets 15k instead of 10k. It's okay, but this is just better and more consistent. What Falcracia does, when it attacks a grade 3 or greater unit, choose 1 Darkstace card from your drop, and this unit gets 5,000 power for each, and you put the chosen card into the soul. So if you discard a grade 3, you could put the grade 3 in the soul, and she'll gain 15,000 power, or other cards you want in the soul. The reason we're using her is because you can use her with almost no restriction, and because we're also playing Gungram. All right. Team Gunner Teskar is our Energy Blast Cycler. When it's discarded from hand or played into the Guardian Circle, from the hand, you can Counterblast 1 or Energy Blast 3, draw a card. This deck doesn't use energy for much. It's literally just this and Clockwise Dragon, which we'll talk about in a second as well. It's just gets you more and more cards. Diafodal or Netta. This card is a consistency piece, but again, this is one of Harri's dedicated support cards that's just not good. When this unit is placed on Rearguard from hand, if you have a Masked Magician Harri crest, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card from among them, put it into your soul, and shuffle your deck. When this unit is put in Guardian Circle, if you have the Harri crest, you can soul charge 1. So this is what I mean. They put the restriction on this where it's only if it's called from hand. Makes it infinitely worse, because if you don't draw it, it doesn't do anything. You can guard with it or intercept with it and soul charge 1, so it's okay in the early game, but it's really not a great card. Steam Battler Gungram. This one's an old card. When it's played on Rearguard, soul charge 1, and then once per turn, you can soul blast 3, draw a card. With all the soul charging, all the putting from drop to soul and all that, you will have a lot of cards in your soul that you don't give a shit about, or that you can get back later. So being able to soul blast 3 to draw a card helps you keep up with hand advantage, because the deck doesn't have a lot of inherent draw, but it does have a lot of inherent superior call. We're playing 1 cat because we need counter charge. The cat in this deck, you put cards from your soul or drop that were originally in your ride deck back into your ride deck face up. You can either counter charge 1 or use it as a 20k shield. This card has already won me games. Time Turner Dragon Clockwise. These cards, these grade 1s, are insane in every stride deck. When this card is placed on Rearguard, if your Vanguard's grade is less than or equal to your opponent's, soul charge 1, and this unit gets 2,000 power. It's a soul charge, it's free, and that 2,000 power means it can hit grade 2s by itself unboosted, so it's solid in the early game. But auto, Rearguard, or drop, when your other card is discarded from your hand during your turn, you can Energy Blast 3, remove this card, to choose one of the discarded cards and put it back into your hand. So if you have this in your drop or on your Rearguard, and say you discard Mana Core for stride, you can discard Mana Core, stride, activate Mana Core, draw a card, then activate this to get the Mana Core back if you need to. It gives you a lot of flexibility to get certain cards you want back in your hand. We're playing 3 Masquerade Bunnies. They can be discarded for stride, and they can get us to search Harri when we need to set up Harri for our big attack turn, our PGs, and we're playing Radiant Caliburn for the counter charge and the extra draw. As far as triggers go, I went with the red over trigger because you will always have a Rearguard on the field. Even if you just strode into Harri and swung, you can call 2 triggers, move them into soul, call 2 dudes out. Now this is live. Because it does it all on attack, you will always have the Rearguard. So this is always going to be live. But you can argue just about any other over trigger. I just feel like this is the best one if you're trying to put your opponent to sleep. We went with front triggers because this deck soul charges and draws a decent amount, so you don't want to deck yourself out. Crits to finish the game, and of course heals. This is the deck. This was what we came up with after a bunch of testing, and I can't wait to show you guys. So enough from me. Let's go jump into a game. All right, guys, we got a game and we're going second. This hand is decent, but we're gonna send a couple of these back. We're gonna send the over trigger back and the grade 3s. We can search Harri, and we want to draw into some more of our early game cards. Actually, I'm really good with that. Wish our opponent good luck, and let's do it. All right. What are we playing against? It's the mirror match. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Interesting. Interesting. All right, so they discarded a ride. They get to draw off the grade 1. All right, they looks like they're playing dedicated support. All right, we're gonna discard Tiskar. We're gonna ride grade 1, and now we get to draw 3 cards. We get to draw for our starter. We get to draw for our grade 1, and now we get to draw for a Tiskar 2. Nice. We're gonna call Gungram. Oh, main phase, call Gungram. Soul charge. And then we're just gonna go to battle phase. We're gonna swing. So, as this is a stride deck, you definitely want to go second, and you want to apply as much pressure as you can. Good card. Not what I wanted right now. I would have liked the trigger to be able to push through, but we have decent defense. I'm probably going to guard early because we don't need to. We don't need any damage going into turn 2. We wouldn't need any damage until our 3rd turn, and even then we only need 2. So there's no reason for me not to guard early. Hey, those are good cards. All right, so we Soul Blast in 3 to draw with Gungram. Okay, this is actually a really good setup for them because they just blew out their soul because their soul was all bunk. But then Ornetta lets them put what they want into the soul. I would have liked to see an Ornetta, but we didn't draw one. It's fine. We have plenty of stuff for us to play. Huh? Oh, okay. They added a Gungram and a soul. I got very confused there for a second. Now they're just trying way too hard. We'll guard that. I'll keep that. I got a feeling I want to use it. All right, so now we're gonna discard another Tiskar to ride, and then Tiskar's skill. Energy Blast 3 to draw. What's in my soul? I wanted you. It's fine. We'll move you back. Skill, Soul Blast. 1, 2, 3 to draw an extra card. It's a good draw, real good draw. We're actually going to call it now. Since our point's grade 2, we can actually soul charge and gain 2k power. And then... you know what? I'm actually going to call it over here. Because I don't want... I don't want to call Foul Crazy and just not be able to use it, because he's obviously going to swing at Foul Crazy next turn. So we're just going to go battle phase. And we're going to take out some rear guards. We're going to force them to go grade 3 so we can get the first stride. One. All right. That's fine. And then we're going to attack the same one. Which is also funny because a lot of times Harri kind of needs, like, to be able to get multi-attack, they need to counter bless.
One eternity later.
They're gonna run out of options before we do. Oh, they're finally riding grade 3. All right, the game is on now. Yeah, we're just losing too much advantage. The only thing that sucks is we have all grade 3s. We have like no guard. We were able to maintain offense, but we had nothing to guard with. We're completely out of guard, which is probably what happened to them too, which is why they went to grade 3. I'm most likely gonna perfect guard here. Honestly, depending on what they get on their drive trick, I might have to double perfect guard. Attack with the rear guard first. Do me that favor. Here we go. They drew good things, guys. They drew good things. Unfortunate. I'll intercept and then skill soul charge 1. That's fine. I wanted you to do that anyway. Because now I don't have to guard that, but I can guard the Vanguard. We'll get rid of you. That's why I did that. All right, now we can play the game, guys. We can actually play the game. All right, so we're gonna discard this for ride. We're gonna use our grade 2 skill. We're gonna soul blast her. We're actually soul blast a trigger. We don't need her right now. Check top 7. And we're gonna put. We'll put Gungram in. We could put this in. Okay, let me think. All right, I need to think. I need a Harri because I only got my 300 seconds. So if I put the grade 3 in, I can soul blast 3, draw a card, use Harri to call 1. I can either call Manticore or the grade 3, and then put. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So top 7. I'll put the grade 3 in. And I'm gonna actually add the stride fodder to hand. Can I do double Gungram? Nah, I bet. Let me not overextend. Deck shuffle. All right, now we're gonna discard for stride. Lunatic. We're actually gonna do this skill first. So we get to draw a card. Then we're going to activate this. We're going to remove this. Whoa, remove that. To add that back to hand and to Energy Blast 3. I just removed one of them. I don't think there's a way to get cards back from the remove in the simulator, so unfortunately that other one is gone, but we don't need it. Then I'm going to Harri skill, Soul Charge, to call from the soul. We're gonna call this one so it's bigger. And he's gonna gain 5k. Alright. Now we're gonna go main phase. We're gonna play Radiant's Caliburn. We're gonna draw 2. I gotta be careful. I didn't realize like how deep into our decks we went. Oh my god. All skill, we put a card into the soul. I'm gonna put Falcrazia into the soul. And this is gonna gain 10,000 power because our opponent's at grade 3. And then skill, we're going to flip over a card in the G zone. Do I even have anything in my soul I want to call? I guess I should have called the grade 3 and not played it from hand. That was a misplay. Soul, shuffle. I guess we'll call it the stride fodder. So we can make bigger columns. I didn't turn one face up in the G zone. Whoops. Nobody saw that. There we go. I don't even want to Soul Blast 3 now because I'm not going to do it. I was going to Soul Blast 3 to draw, but we're so low on deck, it's really going to end up mattering later. So we're gonna go battle phase, and we're gonna swing 31. All right, 33. That's fine. Skill, kind of blast 1. It goes to soul. We're gonna call the other one, but does it matter which one we call out? They both. This one's gonna be 23. This one's gonna be 25. Yeah, it's fine. And then skill. We'll put. Actually, I guess that was the better option. We'll put you into the soul, and you're gonna gain power 10,000. All right, now we're gonna go Vanguard. Triple drive, 1 heal trigger, sweet. We heal 1. Second check, critical, power here and crit to Vanguard. Third check, nothing. It's gonna put us way in the lead. We gotta hurry though, because we're running out of time. Please hurry. That's 33, 38, 5k more. Okay. And 38 again. Okay. End of turn. These all go back to, this goes to soul. I forgot to boost! The timer got me fucked up. And I shouldn't have drawn there too. That was definitely all because of the timer. That should have been, well, he ended up taking it anyway, so I guess it really didn't matter. But the timer running out, I really hope we can remove that timer. Because, yeah, it speeds up games for people that are like rushing through, but it's just like, or slow playing, but it's just like, some of the functions on this take time, especially if you're learning a new deck. We have a lot of advantage here, so I think this game is ours. We just gotta be, I'm really nervous about taking any damage whatsoever. I'm gonna take 1 damage and then block everything else. Because we have 7 cards in deck. We have a mana core in hand, so we can just call it from hand. So it's like we really don't need to play anything else. So we don't need to use Harry's skill. We're just gonna use our Stride Harry skill because we have the Harry in hand. So these are the only 2 cards we don't want to guard with. Everything else can go. So that's our goal, to take 1 damage. And considering he's got to attack with Mana Core first, it's going to be not difficult. So he put another Mana Core into the soul. All right, let's do this. Hit me with your best shot, bud. All right, swinging 31. We're going to guard that. We're going to take that one. And we get a front trigger. That's even better. We're not taking any more damage for the rest of the turn. It's the only way we're going to win. This is why I don't like Darkside Princess. All right, we're going to perfect guard that. We don't have to discard because of skill. Word, no shield. All right, this game should be ours now. You gonna attack the rear? Am I okay with that? I'll guard it. What's in my soul? 2 Falcrazias. I will guard and guard. I'm not using discard skill. Oh wait, that was 38. I don't even need to do that. I've got a damage trigger. That's why I swung at the rear guard. Alright. So we're gonna discard Harry. The Stride into Harry. Not using Stride skill. Go into main phase. we're just going to call from hand. We're going to go battle phase. We're going to swing 31 at the Vanguard. So we have 6 attacks on board. All right. That's fine. Skill. Counterblast to the soul. And we will call. Skill. We're going to put. The only thing I could have done, only mistake I made, I could have did better, was I could have added the Harri back to hand off of the grade 1. Power plus 10k. Now we're going to go 33. And actually, this gets power now, too. So the good thing about these grade 3s is they don't have to be, it's not when they're called that they gain power. It's when you call anything from the soul that they get power. But yeah, when I discard the Harri, I should have Energy Blasted 3, remove this, added it back. That's why these are good, because you can always make sure you have your stride. Sorry, the timer and the deck out, I was trying really hard not to die there. All right, guys, here's one more look at the deck. You guys saw it has a really strong draw power. You got to see the mirror match and how it compares to the base support. And unfortunately, well, hopefully you guys enjoy the deck. Let me know your guys' thoughts on it. Let me know what techs you guys are trying. Like I said, I still personally think Night Rose is a little bit stronger, but the 6 attack turns do feel nice. Anyway, guys, if you want to check me out on social media, those links are down below. If you guys want to see me play with these decks live, usually it's Tuesdays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This week was just an anomaly, but I hope to catch you guys there. That is it from me. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.